Hey guys, welcome back to Bariatric Confessions podcast with your girl, Zipporah. So today, let's talk about being a food addict. Okay, so before bariatric surgery and way before I got on TikTok, I never thought that the phrase food addiction or food addict would relate to me. I don't know if I ever thought about it, but I just didn't think that was something that could possibly, define my struggle. And it wasn't until after bariatric surgery, maybe even like about 8 or 9 months ago, because I'm on TikTok and a lot of bariatric people in the community, they use the word food addict, or they use the word addiction. Um, and I'm like, huh? And after like seeing them and hearing their stories, I realized that I am one of them. But I didn't realize that when I was like morbidly obese. Isn't that crazy? So I don't know if it was just like disassociation, not wanting to be like not wanting to like say you was addicted to something. You know what I mean? Because that word is such a harsh word. Like when you're using it, not like, oh, I'm addicted to love. Even still, that's like, ugh. You don't really want to be addicted to anything. Like you just want to be. And I guess that's how I kind of thought about it. Like if my oldest daughter, she'll say, oh, I love eating. And that bothers me. And I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say I love eating. Like, say I love eating healthy food. Say put a positive spin on it or something, because I'm like, say I love eating in moderation. She's 10 and I'm like trying to, I don't know, like reprogram her or something, because I'm like, I don't want you to have a food addiction problem because you love to eat. And like, I think it's okay if you like to eat, but eat in moderation, not like gorge, not like being a glutton. Even like that word glutton, like I didn't think that word applied to me, because like, y'all ever see that movie like Seven Deadly Sins or something like that it was called, and the person who played the gluttonous part, it was gross. I'm like, that is disgusting. I'm like, that's not me. Me, I didn't look like that. I'm not like sweating and just fat. That wasn't me. Okay, that wasn't me. And I'm like, so I don't have a gluttonous spirit, as some church people would call it. But I don't. That word can go with anything. Like that word can go with anything, even if it's not related to food. But we're talking about food. So, but that word always like just didn't make me feel good about myself. You know, gluttony, glutton. Like, ugh, that's not me. That's not me at all. So anyway, um, but I didn't realize that like I was a food addict. How did I come to this result? Well, over the past like couple months, I tell y'all when I eat certain things that I need to stop. The Totitos chips, they've pretty much run their course. It's been a few months like of me just like eating them, not the whole bag because I can't, but like just eating them like whatever the serving size. Let's say the serving size is 13 chips. I'm not eating 13 chips. Not even. I'm far from it. I'll eat until I can't eat no more, or I'll graze. You know what I mean? Like I'll go like let's say I'll eat dinner. I'll go back. I'll go and have a handful. I mean, these are big hands, so that's a big handful. Right now it's graham crackers. It's graham crackers, and like the serving is two graham crackers, two full crackers. I I think I bought a box on Tuesday of this week, and it's gone. It's gone. I mean, like my husband probably had like two out of the whole pack, and that was because we ate ice cream, and I made him pumpkin spice or pumpkin pie ice cream, protein ice cream. But anyway, like over the last few months with like going in and out with eating certain things. Because at one point I was eating crackers, like cheese crackers, the, what is it, cheddar and chive crackers, just eating them. And I realized like not being able to or not being able to, but not stopping myself. Yeah, like if I want some, have some, because those things to me aren't that bad. I mean, they're bad because like 10 grams of fat, but for the whole pack. But okay, maybe have a pack. But like, I can have 2 packs in a day sometimes. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I determined that I have like a food addiction. Even before I lost weight, like I was buying food, I was buying a lot of food. And we have a deep freezer. I always kept the deep freezer full, and the little freezer that's attached to the whole, refrigerator unit or whatever, only because I didn't want to run out of food. Like, I don't know. I think it just goes to it kind of goes to like a control issue, I think. So like right now, I just spent about 30 minutes trying to do the grocery order for like the next 2 weeks, and on my phone, ordering through Walmart, and I had to stop. First of all, I missed all the delivery times for the rest of the day, so that's that. And then I had to stop because I don't even know what's in this cart. Like I'm buying stuff for everybody's convenience, and trying to make sure we have enough, protein for at least 2 weeks. And I was like, you know what? I'm done, because I'm like, it's like an obsession. Like I could literally spend half the morning, um, every Friday doing a grocery order, and then we still run out of food. Like, I mean, not like we run out, but we run out of like little stuff. So then I got to go back and go shopping again. So I'm like, then why are you trying to buy everything at one time? So I was like, okay, you need to just walk away. I walked away. So, but I think all of it comes down to like just being able to control something. I once told somebody that sometimes people try to control certain aspects of their life because everywhere else is out of control. So if they find something that they can control, they will hold on to it and try to like just move it, you know, for their benefit. And like that's how kind of how I felt about realizing that now. But that's how I felt. That's how I feel about food. Like I'm not a controlling person. I don't think I am. I should ask my husband, see if he gives me an honest answer. But I think I don't know. I think like I guess my expectations would be to have things a certain way, and if they are not a certain way, maybe that's the definition of a controlling person. Then if they're not a certain way, then I do it myself. That's what happens. I will do it myself. So that way it'll get done right. So I realized I was like, I think the reason why I'm like that is because I'm my addiction is out of control. That's what I figured. So uh, I, like right now with the food with dinner, I said I made dinner last night. I said we're gonna eat that, and if it ain't enough, we'll just eat something else. I'm not. I was out all day. I don't. I'm not cooking, pulling stuff out. I'm not doing it. So we'll be all right. And like I have to like talk to myself about it's okay if you can't see how everything is going to work out. I mean, that's the faith. That's the definition of faith, right? Like you can't see that things are going to work out, but you believe that they will work out, right? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. My mother would be very proud because she did Sunday school with us when we were little. She'll be very proud that I remembered that definition. But that's the I mean like there's no way in the world like you can expect to know how everything is going to turn out. There's no way. It's impossible unless your name is God. If your name is God, you got it. But your name is not. Nobody's name is God. No. Even if your name is God, even if your parents actually named you God or Jesus or Jesus or whatever it is, you still not the God. So you don't know if everything's going to turn out, and that's okay. You have to tell yourself that's okay. That's what I'm doing. I tell myself it's okay. It's okay. It's okay if you can't figure it all out right here, right now, at this moment. It's okay. And like sometimes that's frustrating because I really like that's just me. Like my dad used to tell me, Zipporah, get out of your analytical mind. That's what he would tell me. And I was a kid. I didn't know what he was talking about. Like even when I was a teenager, I was like, what the? I didn't know what he was talking about. But like as an adult, as I got older, I really understood, what he said. I like really, even like some of my roles and when I was working outside the home, I was an analyst. You ask me a question like right now, and let's say you ask me a question about something about social media or TikTok or Instagram. If I do not know the answer, I will find it. If I need to know something, I will find it. In the words of Gary V, Google is your mother. I will Google the mess out of anything to find an answer. Like I was redoing my resume, and I get so trapped on how to say things and the wording and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, let me see what other people are saying and doing. But this I used to shoot myself in the foot with this because in the past I would like get fixated on how I think the person who will potentially read my resume. This is how crazy it sounds crazy. How I think they would what words I think they would want on my resume. I have no idea who they are. I'm just applying for jobs. I don't know who they are. So I shouldn't make it like that difficult. So instead, I look for layout and design and formatting and say, oh, yeah, I do that. Okay, yeah, let me put that on there. Because, like, for some reason, if you sit me in front of a computer sometimes for myself, like, whenever I'm doing a resume, I draw a blank. Like, all of a sudden, I'm dumb and I don't know what I'm writing. I don't know what I ever did in my life. Like, it's just like, so, but I'm just like, I'm learning to just, I'm teaching myself to, like, let go. Let go of the things that I can't change, right? That's that serenity quote or whatever. God grant me the knowledge or wisdom to know or whatever it is. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. But but yeah. So like going back to the food addict phrase, like I've almost made my peace or with coming to terms with identifying myself as like having a food addiction. That's the truth. I'm like halfway there. Like I feel like I'm like halfway there. Like it doesn't make me. I don't shy away from that word. I don't want to be called it, I guess, but I don't shy away from it. I understand that it is a problem of mine that I am fighting to change, and so like I'm like 50% like kind of okay with it. Whereas you go back years, what I didn't even recognize that was my problem, you know? And I think it's definitely learned behavior. I think it's definitely learned behavior. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think it's learned behavior. I have a nephew, and when he was born, he this boy ate his arm a little bit, like right here. He ate it, like he gnawed on it or whatever. He's like, I think he's almost 20 now, but or maybe yeah, I think he's almost 20. But yeah, to this day, that boy can eat. Okay, he is like I don't know 6'5" or something, and he can eat. He also can cook. But like that's why I said I'm not sure. Like he was born that way. He was born like loving food and eating. Like he was born that way. I don't know how big he was. like how much he weighed when he was a baby, when he was first born. I gotta ask my sister, but he loved even growing up. Oh God, he would clean us out. He would come and stay with us for the summer, like a week, and he would clean us out. Like he would eat so much, and but like I don't know. So, but he also works out. Like he work out. So he kind of maybe found the balance. My dad, who was 6'4", a lot of pounds, because I don't even know how much he weighed. I mean, I was a kid. I just remember my dad was fat, and the pictures say he was fat. But my dad, who when he was younger, he was really athletic, basketball, football, all everything, and especially basketball. Basketball was his thing. And but as he got older and he had kids and started working, that all that slowed down and eventually became nothing. Um, so like he didn't work out as hard. So then like there was nothing to combat his food addiction. So like lo and behold, he has children, and after he eats, he lay down, he goes to sleep. I'm pretty sure he has sleep apnea because my dad's neck was huge. Like his neck was huge for the longest time. Like God, I gotta find pictures. Like his neck was massive. Um, and when he laid down, it would all like go in. So he would snore. So like anyway, that's random, but I'm pretty sure I'm like yes, I think he was a food addict. Like because his addiction led him to have to get diabetes and have other health conditions, and eventually diabetes took him away. I mean, it was like 35 years later or something like that, but it slowly ate at his body until he was just tired and he didn't want no more, and his body didn't want no more. um couldn't fight anymore, actually. So but I think being able to say, um like, hi, my name is Zipporah and I'm a food addict. Like, think saying it out loud helps, and it does. um and eventually, like when I get closer to you know being okay with hearing it, I feel like I took I'll take the power back, so that way I can like find ways to control or to live with my addiction of just eating. It's just eating, just eating. So you guys got to let me know, are you like, do you identify as like having a food addiction? I know everybody who had bariatric surgery, everybody's story is different. But you guys, those of you who do identify as a food addict, you screenshot this episode and tag me on TikTok or Instagram and let me know your thoughts, because I'm curious to know whether or not you are okay with being called a food addict. Not by anybody else, really by yourself. Like, or does that upset you? I'm curious. Let me know.